losing my mind.
Welcome back to another episode, Change Tomorrow Today. How you guys doing today?
We're doing awesome, brother. We're doing awesome.
You guys looking
Why you
good.
said,
It's a good day.
You
It's a
sure?
good day. Every day above ground is a good day.
I
Ooh,
feel
you
sound like a Jamaican.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, man.
I sound like the ones that say Grand Rising.
Yeah, Grand Rising.
Queen. How you
I
doing,
know,
Queen?
right? I know.
Boy, y'all jokers gotta stop, man.
Darling, my darling. That's the line right there, my darling.
Oh, Grand Rising
All
Queen.
Jamaican guys say my darling.
Shout out to Layton.
I know, guys.
Love that in the house. Yes, sir.
So what's good, bro?
man, we're gonna have another great episode, man. Y'all ready for this one?
Yeah, we ready.
Let's go.
I want to discuss culture, right?
Okay.
How does it play a role in our mindset and state of mind? And the reason why I'm saying is because, like, in our household, even though, like, you know, we're together, but
Right.
we grew up differently.
Right.
Right.
In a way where, like I said, you're Haitian,
Right.
but my Haitian is different from your Haitian.
Right, exactly.
You're American, right? Country. Huh? Back of the bush.
I'm trying to tell you.
South Carolina.
But you gotta say it right. South Carolina.
So we are a little bit different, right?
Right.
And I think we can learn from each other, and also we
I
can
agree.
also teach the viewers as well.
Right.
Okay.
You know, about culture.
So culture, upbringing. I guess my question for you guys would be,
Ooh, jumping right into
yeah,
it.
let's
Lord,
just. So culture, upbringing. How do you feel like your cultural upbringing has molded how you live now?
Well, I mean, I could say for me, I grew up in a structured environment with my mom, the Haitian way. You know the Haitian way, man. The way my mom raised me, man, I had to go to church. She
Okay.
didn't play about that.
Until when? What age?
Up until I was like 16, 17.
Okay.
Then I started rebelling.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Then
We don't feel like going
Yeah,
no more.
yeah. You don't feel like going, but I had to go to church. Like, I had
Right.
no option. That was like the first, that was like on the list, top of the list. I had to go to church. Just everything what my mom taught me, you know, waking up in the morning, brushing my teeth, taking a
And you
bath.
feel like those things have like stuck with you to this
Stuck
day?
with me, and it passed on to my kids, my children, because they still, everything my mom taught me and taught them, they still carry those same things, right? And that's the reason why I'm able to see today. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just following those instructions that my mom instilled in me. At first, when I was coming up, I hated it. I didn't
Right.
like it because I thought my mom was being tough on me. But in actuality, she was helping me.
Right. She was
right?
molding you.
She was molding me. Exactly.
Essentially.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I thank God every day. Like, you know, even though my mom is no longer here anymore,
Oh, God bless her.
but I thank her. Like, thank you,
Yeah.
Mom. You know what I'm
Because
saying?
without you teaching me these.
Correct.
Okay.
Exactly. And for my kids as well. You know what I'm saying? She did a phenomenal job raising my daughters. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying? Yeah.
What about you, Ro?
For me, it's a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom, she tried to instill those very same things you just spoke on.
Right.
It just didn't resonate.
You rebel.
Immediately.
Man, immediately,
Jeez.
man, because what I wanted to try to do, like, I believe, man, I came out the womb a businessman. So I would try to negotiate with her, try to make her understand, like,
Right.
the things that you instilling in me, not the God part and all those other
Right,
things.
right.
but
Right.
Some of the things that you're pushing on me, it's not going to work here.
Okay.
But she was so naive, she didn't understand. So when I would try to negotiate with her, she was looking at me like I was crazy.
Right.
However, I kept some key points, like
Right.
Right.
when I meet an older person, I kiss them on
Yeah,
the
yeah, of
cheek.
course,
You know,
of course.
I learned, you know, I kept the manners or whatever.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
respectful.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, there's not everything she was trying to teach me. For me, as a young man growing up, it wasn't gonna do nothing for me.
Yeah.
It couldn't do nothing for
Right,
me.
right.
But I kept the core values,
Of
the most
course.
important
Right.
parts.
Right.
I kept them, but I had to find my own way because
Yeah.
what you're teaching me is from Haiti.
Right.
Yeah,
We're in
and I'm here.
We're in America.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. So you teaching me, you want me to be docile, to be gentle, to be kind. I'm
Right.
those
can be
things.
those
I'm
things,
those things,
but-
but I have to be. It's a balance.
Yeah.
Right.
You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Right, right.
Like I can be all those things, but I can't be those things to everybody.
So you saying what? Finding your way. Like, is that
like
what-
finding my way, like as far as like, I grew up in a hostile environment.
Okay.
Like I said, my stepfather was he was abusive.
Okay.
So at an early age, I'm watching this man beat me. I come home, I get A's, I get a beating, right?
Which
I'm
is
in
crazy.
elementary.
Right.
I get good grades, I'm in trouble.
Right.
I get bad grades, I'm in trouble. So what do you think I'm gonna do?
Why should I
Right.
get grades at all?
What do you, no, not even. But what do you
Right.
think I'm gonna do?
Right.
So, and I'm watching you beat on my mom,
Right.
but the same person that you're beating on is trying to instill in me how to be a man.
Right.
Right.
But I'm watching this woman get beat all the time.
by
Yeah.
someone that's
So
not
there's
a man.
no way
Yeah.
you can teach me what I need to survive.
Oh,
Correct.
boy.
Because you're being taken advantage of.
Oh, that's deep, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know I'm a deep.
That's
Boy, you know I'm deep, boy, like the ocean.
Right. Yeah.
No, that's deep.
No, but
that's
think about
really,
it.
Yeah.
There's no way you can give me what I need to be a man and to survive in this country
Right.
if
Right.
I'm watching you being taken advantage of every day. And I'm not blaming
Yeah.
her. It's
But
not
it's
your
just
fault.
letting you know this is why.
Right.
It's just letting me know that
Right.
you are a woman and
Yeah.
and I'm a man.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it
yeah.
just
Different.
it don't mix.
Yeah, I got
So I
you.
had to find my way. I had to get in trouble, bump my heads and everything, But the one thing about my mother is when I was 13, I didn't feel like a child.
Right.
Right? Like she made me feel like I was a man because she would come to me for advice. Like she would ask me things. Like
I agree.
so she made me like ahead of my time.
Right.
Right.
Like even when I met my wife and she'd come to my house, she'd be like, "Are you the man of the house?" Like
Right.
the decisions ran through me.
Right.
And some people might be like, "What?" But that's how
That's
it was.
sometimes that's
Right.
just how it is.
Because you know how our
Right.
mothers are. They look to a man to guide
Right.
them.
I agree with you, bro. Because even when I was at the tender age of 16, my mom used to always tell me, "Son, tie your belt. Like tie your belt tight."
I know what that means.
Right.
That's
You
what I
know,
say.
you're right.
That's
She
what I
used to
always
always
say.
tell me that. She was like, "Tie your belt tight." Especially when I had my daughter, she was like,
Yeah.
"Tie your belt tight."
Yeah, so your pants
Right.
don't
Way
fall.
her
You gotta
opinion.
go and get it.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta go get
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
so that's how
Right.
it was for me. So everything she taught me, I couldn't use. I'm like, "Mommy, I'm sorry." Like,
Right.
like I remember when the first time I got goals and I got my hair braided and everything.
Right.
She's like, rah, 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 rah. I say, "Man, listen." I say, "Man, I don't know what world you living in, but this ain't 1940."
Yeah, yeah.
I say, "Man,
You mean
this is
different
what it's
times.
this
Different
is what,
times,
this is a
right.
different time."
Right.
But she didn't understand. So
Yeah.
she rah, rah. I say, "Man."
Especially if she's old school Haitian, she's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
gonna.
yeah. They're not gonna understand.
she's
But
not gonna get
but
it.
I don't
Right.
need you to understand. I need you to
Right.
trust me though.
Right. Yeah.
Right. That
Right?
you're gonna do the right thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do because
Right.
now you're just
Right.
looking at an outside image
Right.
and you going crazy.
Yeah.
But this is America, like it's a
Right.
different time. So everything she taught me, like to answer your question, she did a great job with me. But I couldn't use everything.
Right.
Right.
It wouldn't make sense for me.
Right.
I mean, that's okay. That's understandable though.
Now why don't you answer that question?
Well,
Yes, ma'am.
I would say culturally, the way I grew up, I think I feel like myself. I'm a filter.
Okay.
So I receive a lot of things, and I just filter what's important, what's not important, and I just keep it moving. That's how I live my life on a day to day.
Got it.
So growing up, almost similarly, I would say, but not so. I was my mother's firstborn, so I was everybody's first.
Oh, you the
know.
old head.
Yeah, I was
yeah,
everybody's first. So I was everybody's favorite. So I got to experience like a lot of different things from a lot of different older people. My great aunts, living with different aunts and stuff. So you learn a lot of different stuff. I just filtered everything.
Right.
So culturally, we learned a lot. They taught us a lot. And I just took what I wanted to take from it.
Right.
And as an adult, do I think that I, follow those same traditions? I don't think so.
Okay.
No?
I think I went completely rogue. Like,
You an outlaw.
Right. I mean, but
Yeah,
you would
'cause it
say you
didn't
like
work.
you a little modern, like a little bit of that and a little because
it depends on
Okay.
what it is.
right.
In my life, I would say just depending on what we're talking about would
Okay.
determine if I'm more traditional,
Right.
maybe a little bit more modern.
Right.
I think it just depends. I would, for an example, like I would say parenting,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
I'm a lot more modern
Okay.
than my traditional, how I grew
Got it.
up.
Got it. Got it.
We
got
grew
it,
up, we got our ass whooped.
Yeah.
I
hey,
mean, it wasn't
I'm
no
glad you
ifs,
said that.
ands. It wasn't no questions.
Right.
Me and my sister, we were laughing the other day because, you have those moments where you just think about stuff. And so we thinking, and I'm like, yo, we really got our ass whooped for eating a bag of Doritos.
You got beef for eating Doritos?
Yes. We
I
ate
got-
our granddaddy bag of Doritos, and baby, we got our ass whooped.
I got beef for getting good grades, so
Yeah.
I can understand.
Man, let
But
me-
it's stuff like that happened back then,
Right.
because that was the 90s or whatever.
Right.
But I wouldn't do something like that now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
that to my kids, no. I might cuss you
Man,
out,
listen
but I ain't
here,
gonna
man.
beat you.
My mom used to tear my ass up, boy. She'd take shoes, pants, whatever she could find, which would be considered
Yeah.
child abuse today.
Exactly.
But guess what, though?
It's like,
But
oh my God.
I will say this.
You lived.
It made me tough.
You lived.
Because there's nothing in this world that I can't handle.
But I'll
Yeah.
tell you one
Right.
thing, my last
because of that.
Exactly.
my last whooping was 4th grade.
Okay.
It wasn't really a
Lord.
whooping.
Okay.
It wasn't a whooping like from my mother.
Right.
Okay.
Like, not from my step, but from my mother. My last embarrassment whooping was 4th grade.
Fourth grade?
Okay.
Cause I think I was telling you, man,
Mm-hmm.
the teacher would, I had to be her person that, explained to her what the teacher was saying, cause she didn't
Oh,
speak
yeah,
English.
got you.
yeah.
So I'm running game on her. You know what I'm saying? My big head sister right there. You
translated.
know my big head sister, man, with them
Yeah,
long
yeah,
hair,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
So she over here player hating on me because
Yeah.
I'm telling her, oh, I'm doing great, Mom. The teacher said I'm a great student. I'm an honor roll. Man, I was lying, boy.
Lying through your teeth.
Woo!
Right.
She just smacked me in class, and that's the last time she ever hit me, ever put her hands on me, because I think she realized, like, if she beat me, it don't mean
It's
nothing.
not
I
gonna
mean,
do nothing.
right. You know what? It's
Yeah.
funny because that's when my mom started beating me. I remember my mom was beating me. She took the broom,
Wow.
banging on me. The broom, bro. I'm looking at her, and she was like, "Dang!"
It's
I
not
remember she
gonna
called my
work.
pops. She was like, "I don't know what to do with him.
Yeah.
He's getting so strong."
mean
Like,
nothing,
I'm just
man.
looking at her like, "Lady, what you doing?"
it don't- yeah.
That's when she just stopped beating me.
Yeah,
She just stopped beating me.
You know, it's like
Right.
it don't mean nothing anymore,
Right.
man. It's like,
Right.
you know, it's. I don't know. I love my mother.
Me too.
She's an awesome person, but
Right.
she couldn't really teach me what I needed because it wasn't her fault. She wasn't ready for here.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Right.
the world is so different.
It's so different.
You know,
Correct,
so
correct.
and even like how we say it's different, I think about like my kids, it's different for them.
Right.
So when I'm teaching you things and I'm explaining how things supposed to go,
Right.
I also take into consideration things are so different.
Yeah,
now.
it is.
I got a question for you.
Uh-huh.
Because you're American, I'm Haitian. So I got a question for you. I want to understand American. I want to understand Black American women.
What?
I want to understand you guys' mindset. And it's like I'm trying to understand, like, are you guys really looking for somebody you guys can, like,
Mary?
not marry, but more so like
Long
coexist
term?
and create with? Or are you guys looking for a handout? And I'm not talking for you because obviously I know you very
Right.
well, right? Because I know your mind state is independence, right?
Right.
But I feel like so many Black women, American Black women especially, like they don't understand marriage, right? Because
It's just a paper.
no, not even a paper, but what it entails is like it's teamwork,
Yeah.
it's respect, it's understanding, right?
Yeah.
It's communication.
Okay.
Like I'm really big on communication,
Yeah.
right? And I feel like Black women today, they're losing that, right? Because they're so caught up in this wave
Modern.
that's going on.
Yeah.
How great they are and how they got themselves together. I don't need a man. That I don't think you guys realize, like in a couple more years, y'all gonna have to start sharing man, because the good ones are gonna be taken,
Right.
and the good ones that's here that don't want to deal with you guys, they're gonna go overseas and find what they're looking for,
Right.
right? They're gonna find a more traditional woman that understand respect,
Right.
love, caring, relationship, togetherness, right? Communication. I want to know, what is it about Black American women? Because I only dated one of y'all. No, I'm serious. I only had 2 girlfriends my whole life, right? One of y'all.
gotta sneeze,
It was one of y'all. Oh, bless you.
Bless you,
See, I ain't
bless
lying.
Thank
no,
you.
I'm sorry. Heck no, it wasn't one. It wasn't one of y'all. It was a Haitian girl. Ooh, Lord, I got up out of there.
Yeah, I bet you did.
I ran fast because I didn't like having girlfriends. I thought girlfriends was like a bad thing to have.
Right.
And then it was my wife. I had friends, like, just
Yeah, just-
come outside.
I pulled up.
I got the DBs. Come outside.
Backseat action.
but what I'm saying is,
Lord have mercy.
but what I'm saying is, like, what is it like? Why you guys are like that? Like, you don't really understand what it means to have a man and to appreciate a man. Like, why? Not saying you understand, but I'm saying, but since you're American, maybe you could break it down for me.
I think a lot of it goes into, like, we're talking about culture.
Coaching.
And understanding that, not speaking for,
Yeah,
the
yes,
Haitian
of course,
household,
of course.
but a lot of the Black Americans, I would say from my generation, millennials, I'm going to speak for myself, they grew up in single family homes. They didn't grow up with a man there. And with the man not being there, they watched their mom do what she had to do.
Right.
And so in that perspective, she's an independent woman, is she not? It just was, that term wasn't used back
Right,
then, right? So
right.
we go back to the 80s or the 90s, nobody was saying I'm an independent woman.
Right.
But we were very much aware that there were women even back then that were really holding it down on their own without a man.
Okay.
We just didn't holler and scream independent.
Right.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
So if you're growing up in a household and this is what you're watching my mom, I watched my mom have to do everything for herself.
Okay.
So to defend the Black
Jinx.
women,
Good.
to defend the Black women who are like, I'm independent and I need a man to do X, Y, Z before. Granted, we may all have different mindsets. I don't necessarily agree with everything that they say,
Right.
but I also understand. I watch my mom struggle. So if I watch, and I'm not saying me personally, I'm just saying
No,
as an
understand.
example.
Yeah, you just give
If
an
I
example.
watch my mom struggle and have to be an independent woman and raise, let's say me and my siblings, however many it was, and I got older. Now I'm an adult. I'm able to take care for myself and my child. Why would I then allow someone to come in that's not, or that's bare minimum? Like, you giving me bare minimum. What do I need you for?
But I'm saying, what if he's not bare minimum?
I mean, granted, that's a different scenario.
Right.
But just putting it out there as a lot of these people grew up not watching the 2-parent household. That wasn't a common thing in the 90s or the 80s. They just didn't talk about it as much as they talk about it now.
Yeah, no.
But
Now it's, everybody's single and everybody. But what about back then?
But you know what I think, though? I think Black American culture, in general, they don't respect the value of a man, right? And what I mean by that is, right, I would see a strong woman, independent, about her money, about her business, about her children, about whatever, put time into somebody that's not worth it at all.
Right. She don't know no better.
No, but peep it, and then we can reverse it, right? She could be dealing with the total polar opposite of a man that's actually worth the time.
Yeah, and
that
don't
actually
recognize
understands her, loves her,
Right.
and she'll give him a hard time.
Yeah, because he is giving what the other guy isn't giving.
But to me, it's like you guys got it backwards. Like you're supposed to want to cooperate with the one that is.
I feel like that goes back to a prior episode where we talked about oppression. Sometimes we are our own worst enemy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of women, if you social media, you see a lot of people, women make videos and posts and say they didn't know they kept screaming, I want a good man. They didn't even know what it was like to have a good man. Because when they got him, they were so lost and confused because I never had nothing like this.
I agree with what Vic said. You know why? Because I've heard stories with women that had good men and they sabotaged the relationship.
But is that
because it's
culture,
almost
right?
too
Is that a
good to be
culture?
true.
Is that-
Yeah, it was
is
too
that a
good to
culture
be
thing?
true. Correct.
I wouldn't say necessarily it's a cultural thing, but what I will say is the values that you learn at home are different from an American woman to a Haitian woman, right? Can we agree to that?
The value you learn.
The values you learn, meaning
Well, I've
I've
only had my mother, so I don't.
right, but she's a Haitian woman in comparison to an American woman. The way that they deal with things and carry things is slightly different. And I'm basing that off of my own opinion.
Right.
Growing up, my step family is Haitian, and so watching.
Sac-passe. Yeah.
So
Don't be
I
jealous.
watched-
Milk dud.
I
Yeah,
watched like my grandmother, mommy, and poppy. They were married. They still married.
Right.
Poppy wasn't the greatest person all the time, but mommy wasn't leaving poppy. Like we already knew that she ain't leaving poppy. Like we already know this is not going to
And
end.
Poppy is Zoe.
Right.
But
So-
did Poppy handle his business though?
Yeah,
He
but
took
I'm
care
saying,
of the household.
Man, you know he
listen,
dropping
he
that
take
dick
care of
out
the
best.
household.
Right,
He
right.
do what he's supposed. You know what I mean?
Right.
The kids are
No,
taken care of. The
you know what?
grandkids are
Dropping
taken
dick
care
out
of.
best mean he's taking care of his duty as
Yeah.
a man.
As a
That's what
man.
that means.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta get your mind out the gutter, brother.
Yeah. Dick at best. That's what that
But
means.
so I say
Yeah.
that to say, in an American household, you may not get the same. You
Right.
get what I'm saying?
Right,
The
right.
woman leaves, or this happens, or it's chaos and dysfunction.
Right.
Meaning, okay, so from my American household, I watched my grandma, my grandfather fight.
Yeah.
I seen it as a kid.
Okay.
Mommy and Poppy, they could have been going through whatever. I never seen them fight. I didn't know Mommy and Poppy had issues till I got grown and they started telling stories. And I'm like, oh my God, really?
Right.
Oh, I was there that day. I didn't
Right.
even fucking know. She walked out of the room like nothing happened.
Right.
A black woman? American woman? You're going to know she's
But
mad.
being that we're Haitian, you have any other questions for us?
Oh,
I know you
culture.
do. I
Culture.
boy, listen, I know
So
you do. I know you do.
my thing is,
Uh-huh.
so
Beyond.
how much does the culture, right? The culture, the tradition, the upbringing, influence how you date?
Well, for me, my mom used to always tell me, like, date a woman that's caring, a woman that's clean, a woman that take care of herself,
Okay.
right? A woman could be beautiful, but you mouth poor, you dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't take care of yourself, you don't clean.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not
Hey there.
nurturing, you're not caring. My mom used to always tell me, look for those things.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? She used to always warn me about that. You have women today, all they know is money, 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 money. It's what you can do for me. It's
Yeah.
what you can, you know what I'm saying? My mom used to warn me about these things way ahead of my time when I was a young man. You understand what I'm saying? So what about you, bro?
For me,
Right.
it's whatever I liked it.
I get you.
Man, I listen, I didn't care what my mom was talking
So your
about.
mom never used to like
Man,
warn you,
listen.
like give you
I have OCD, so
right.
off top, that was already a thing.
Right.
For me.
Cleanliness.
Yeah. But as far as like what she was talking about,
Right.
I didn't care what she was talking about.
Okay.
I just no. I love my mother, but I didn't care what she was talking. She, hey, I'm not saying, listen, man, you ain't gonna meet none of them anyway.
Right.
So you talking gibberish, You just worry about what we got going on here, what I got going on. We're
Right.
gonna take care of each
See,
other. We're gonna be a loving family. That's it.
I would take it as like you being a more or less traditional
Okay.
Haitian. Like that's how, as American, me on the outside looking in comparison to you two,
Right.
I would say you're more traditional. You're more not non-traditional.
Why
I
you
would
say-
say
why
I'm
you
more of
say-
a. I would say I'm more of a hybrid. I'm like tradition / modern. That's what I would say. Yeah, yeah. Trust me.
So then what? So then what would he be? He just full out black.
Ralph just don't care. That's just him. He don't give a crap. You know what I'm saying? Like me, mine's just more of a modern twist.
Yeah,
A little
right.
bit of tradition, a little
no,
bit
I
of
don't
modern. So that's what I would say.
So
I
do
would
you
not
think
say.
like now when you're dating or dealing with people, I can't say
You can ask
dating,
me because I've dated. I mean,
dating
when
or dealing with people, do you utilize those traditions
you
to
talking
kind
about
of
today's time, right?
yeah,
Now? Oh.
like I know both of you guys mentioned the Bible, right?
Right.
That was a portion of your upbringing.
Right.
It was a portion of mine too.
Right.
Believe it or
I know
not.
it was. I could say. I could tell.
Believe it or
I was. He got
But-
loyalty right there.
So do you think like things like that have influenced you now when it comes
The
to
Bible?
dealing? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I subscribe to it. I still do because there's.
Well, we know you do.
Of course, I do. I subscribe. I mean, I know some people may not subscribe to the Bible,
Right.
but I do, because there are certain events that I've seen that's taking place when I go back and I read the Bible, and I see these things are actually taking place. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I believe in the book.
So what is this? What is the suggestion for culturally now?
Okay.
We live in Miami. It's a melting pot. You got
Okay.
a little bit of this, a little
Yeah,
bit of
yeah,
that. I mean, you never know what you're gonna get. It's like a box
Right.
of chocolates. You
Right.
never know what you're gonna get.
Right.
So what is your what would be you guys' suggestion for people who are dating now,
Mm-hmm.
dealing with culture and mixing all of these different cultures?
Right.
Well, I would
Like
say,
blending.
I would say, if you're dating now, if I was in a dating pool now, the thing for me would be, I would want somebody to understand where I'm at currently in my life.
Right.
Correct.
Okay.
That's a good
I don't
one.
want anything that somebody think it should be microwavable,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because so many times when you're dating and you meet people, right, they are attracted to you,
Yes, looks.
looks wise.
Right.
Yep.
But
Right.
once they get to know you, they don't understand your process.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And they don't want to understand your process because
It's outside of what
in
they
their
do.
mind, they want you to fill a certain mold.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if you love and care for anybody, no matter what type of way you care or love for them, you're going to respect the process. You're
Right.
going to
Right.
help push them to fulfill their
Yeah.
process.
I agree.
You're not going to try to get in their way from fulfilling their
Fulfilling
process.
that process.
Right. Even if you
right.
got to get out of the way.
And you're going to appreciate their flaws and everything.
Yeah,
Right.
And what
I agree.
and as long as it's reciprocated,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because even as a man, you might have your stuff together,
Yeah.
but you might be to a woman, you're never perfect.
But no one's
Right?
perfect.
Nobody's
Nobody's
perfect.
You're never going to get
because
100% from
I
them.
might
Never.
think I
Right.
got, I got my money together. I
Uh-huh.
got everything
And
else.
something happen tomorrow.
No, not even something happen tomorrow, but that may not be what's important to that woman.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
It may be the little things that the money has nothing to do with.
Right.
Simply
Right.
saying, you look
Right.
beautiful today.
Right.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
good morning, man. You look so pretty. How's it
Yeah.
going? Like little
Yeah.
things. Like women have different vices.
Yeah, vice
right?
is
Yeah.
correct.
So,
correct.
and one of the things that I learned from listening to Nipsey Hussle is that when you love somebody, you want to pay attention to that woman,
Yeah.
right? Before
Of
that
course.
woman even has to open her mouth to tell you what her needs is.
Yeah, yeah.
She
of
shouldn't
course.
have
she
to
want.
tell you.
Right.
No,
Right.
you should already have that
Yep.
need and that want
Yeah.
met already.
If that's
Right.
someone that you want
Not
to
even if that,
Right.
but it has to be a cooperation there.
Yeah.
It is. See, going back to what you said, Vic, like me, to be honest with you, I don't care what you are, whether you're Haitian, Jamaican, I don't care. Me, I
Right.
love black women. I love black women. Trust me, I couldn't date another race,
Hello.
right? As long as you
Hello.
You're
cooperative.
white, dog.
That's the key. See,
Knock the
you hear what
powder
I
off
said,
your
right?
lap.
You hear what I said, Ralph? That's the key. You have to be cooperative.
Yeah.
That's the key.
That's
That's
and,
the
and
key.
honestly, no matter
Right.
what culture
Right.
you're representing,
It doesn't matter.
a man,
Right.
the most important thing to any man, and I'm saying this to all women,
Right.
including you, right?
Right.
Because you know what I'm saying, because you know you like a sister to me at this point.
Right.
So I'm
Right.
saying like to all women, right? I'm saying like to all women, the most important thing that a man wants from any type of woman is cooperation,
it.
understanding.
That's
Like
it.
a man
Right.
really wants to feel respected,
Right.
right? And that honesty, right? You never want a man to question your loyalty and your honesty,
Right.
no matter what it is, right?
Yeah.
Because if I'm questioning your loyalty or your honesty, if I can't trust you, I can't be with you.
Yeah.
If I feel like you keeping information from me,
Right.
I can't trust you, I can't be with you.
Right.
And that's the last thing you want a man to feel is like you're not respecting his manhood.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Just like you don't want a man to disrespect your womanhood.
Yeah.
Right.
I was gonna say that. I'm like, it goes kind of hand in hand because I feel like, although women may use different words,
Right.
word choices, it's
Right.
the same.
Right.
Women want to feel the same. You
Of
want to feel that
course.
level of security.
Yeah, of course.
And that
And where you,
respect,
that, yeah,
right?
where
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
trust this person, and then
Right.
everything kind of flows.
Right.
But a lot of times, man, what we do is we don't understand. We don't want to understand. We get so caught up into our own thinking, our own way of doing things.
Yep.
And then we and I've noticed it because I've watched it and I've seen it unfold, where you'll see women try to take control of situations, and as a woman, you
Really
have no
shouldn't
business
have to.
taking care of.
Right.
It's not your.
But see,
place.
the thing that you just said was, I agree. Women shouldn't have to take control of situations.
No.
Right?
Right.
But the only way that a woman would not feel like she had to is if she had a man.
I don't agree with that. Because a lot of women that have a man, you could have a good man that's willing to take care of the situation.
Yeah.
But if you wasn't brought up in that sense, in
Right.
that way, your household, right? Because here's the thing. There's a lot of women that grew up in a household where the woman was running the man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the man
Right?
was docile. Just
Yeah, because
Yeah.
sometimes, you have men who it's like whatever.
Right.
I don't care about that.
right.
Because he's not an alpha male.
Right.
When I
Yeah.
say alpha male, I don't mean like controlling.
Yeah.
I mean
Right.
like that respect factor don't mean as much to him as,
Right.
you can control the narrative if you want to.
Right.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But then when you meet a real man that's saying like, you gotta pause and hold on.
Right.
This is not how the ship is being steered. We
But the
finna steer
thing
a
with
different
that
hold
is-
up. Don't do it.
I know.
What you're gonna try to save them. Don't
Okay.
throw that bait in the water. They don't need to be saved.
Okay.
They need to be corrected, Vic. We gotta keep it trill.
Right.
You gotta understand what you got. If you got a man that's saying, "Baby, I want A, B, C," right?
That's oil and vinegar.
What do you mean? Oh, let me finish.
What you're describing is oil and vinegar.
But I'm saying I want A, B, C from you. I expect A, B, C. You might tell me I want D, E, F. Right? I'm gonna give you that.
Right.
As a man,
Right.
my job is to make sure I make you feel secure at all times. I take care of you. I love you. I provide for you. And whatever else you need, you want to laugh, smile, I'm gonna do that for you. But all I'm asking as a man is just for that respect.
Go ahead.
From
Go
my
ahead.
experience, that's oil and vinegar.
Right.
Meaning, if you stumble across a situation where that woman is not letting that man be the man, that woman is feeling, it's oil and vinegar. That's just not a match. I feel like
It's not a match.
yes, it
I don't
is,
think
because
so.
when a woman meets a man that she feels it and that she views as a man, she behaves as such.
Let
It
me
may
tell
not be initially. Sometimes it does take time.
No, let me
Yeah,
tell you
because
this.
women be
No,
te-
no,
be
not no,
testing
no, no. Let me
sometimes.
no,
Sometimes
brother.
women
Don't
test
fall
them.
for that right there, brother. Let me tell you why I say don't fall for that. Not that I'm
No,
disagreeing
I'm saying
with
because
you.
sometimes women would test.
No,
them
I
out.
understand
Like,
that, but
if we-
listen
Yeah,
what
you
I'm
gotta
saying.
make
But
sure.
listen to what I'm saying to you.
Right.
You have women that grow up in a household where she's seen what she's seen. No
And that's
matter
how she
what type
behaves.
of man you bring
bring-
around
yeah,
her,
she
she
still
doesn't know any different because she's
Right.
watched her mother
But-
run things for so long.
on.
And her daddy is
Right.
a punk.
Let me piggyback off this real quick. I remember I saw a post, right? It was a sister and a brother, right? They were at the park. Matter of fact, I don't know if you guys seen this post. They were at a park, and it was after hours, right? So of course, a police officer was patrolling the area, and
Oh, I
he
saw that.
spotted their car. So then he approached them, like to see, hey guys,
What are you
the
doing?
park is closed. What are you
Yeah.
doing? And she was with a guy. She was with a dude, and she's just back talking, loudmouth talking to this cop man, which was a brother.
Disrespecting the brother.
And I could tell that woman, she ran that dude because if that dude was an alpha male, he would have stepped in place and
Brother.
he would have told that woman, "Hey,
Brother, allow me to correct
no,
you.
let me no, let me finish
Sometimes
saying.
there's no
Yeah, right.
alpha
But let me
male.
flip. That's what I'm saying. He would have stepped in the situation and he would have told her like, "Look, baby, slow it down.
I got this.
I got this."
Ah.
But guess what ended up happening? Because she kept running her mouth so much and the brother didn't step in, her ass got locked up.
That was oil and
Some
vinegar.
sisters you cannot.
Yeah.
There's nothing
And
you
I
can
could
do,
tell,
bro.
right?
That was
right.
oil
It don't
and
matter.
why-
It don't matter
right.
you alpha male or not.
Right.
It's the upbringing,
Right,
brother.
right.
It's either it's got to be in you, not on
But
you.
Right.
so but I'm not. But my thing is, I want to make sure we're clear. It's not to say that it's not in them.
No, it's
Right.
not.
It's not.
It's not.
It's just to say that there's somebody for everybody. Oil and vinegar. Sometimes that's just not your mix.
Yeah. You know,
that's
when,
not
when
your
you say
jam.
oil and vinegar, you saying she needs a dude she could run.
Yes. So
That's
she
what it
gotta
is.
find that oil
Well,
that matches her
well,
oil.
But say it the right way. Don't say oil and vinegar. You don't.
They
say
don't
them.
match.
You cannot
And
say
They
that.
that's
don't
the
mix.
problem we have today.
That's a
problem.
woman don't
That's a
understand
big
what it
problem.
means to be a woman, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
So you have too many men that are not actually men. So we're running across a lot of cross mixture.
Hey, what's that movie with OG Bobby Johnson, man? when he
South
was in
Central.
prison? Do you, what did that dude say? The Muslim dude said to the white man. What was the white Buddha?
Buddha, yeah,
He
yeah.
said,
yeah.
"Do you not see a man in front of
Front
you,
of you,
Buddha?"
And I'll be the
Yeah.
answer, nope.
No,
Yeah.
but I'm saying,
Yeah.
but as a woman, if you're a woman and you're intelligent, you have to see
Yeah.
what's in front of you.
Yeah.
Right.
Right?
But
And
I
you,
but I
sometimes
feel like the ones
you
that
gotta
do,
fall
they
back.
do.
Right.
No.
And the ones that don't, they don't.
But I'm saying that's the culture thing. I'm saying with Black American
American
women,
women. Right.
And even if they're from a different country, if they're raised here, they're lost. They're just as
The
lost
loss is lost.
because they don't understand. You know, you can't be in your womanhood like
Right.
you know
My
the softness and
femininity.
It's a
and you
Western
trying to be a
thing.
man. It's the worst
But
thing.
it's the Western
Femininity.
world. It's the Western.
No, it's not the
world.
Western world.
It is.
I don't blame. No, listen,
Uh.
brother. They can put it out there, but you have to
Right.
feed into it.
Yeah.
You
Right.
have to know what you are, who you are.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
But you got to find a man that's going to understand you as well and allow you to be who you are.
Whoever
Whoever that may
be.
be. But that respect is first and foremost. Without that, there can't be nothing
But
else.
I've known various men that they're okay with that. And if you're okay with that,
They're not a man, though.
Then
You said
it's
that's
man.
what's-
but
And
that's
listen,
my opinion.
but that's what's
our
killing-
opinion.
but
Hey,
see,
man,
I'm
you
gonna
all
be-
right over there, Mac?
But
Dud?
listen, but you know what?
Okay,
That's what's
brother.
killing the black race today.
Yeah.
It's
That's
not
what's-
even.
Yeah, that's what's killing us. I'm gonna be honest.
Man,
with you.
listen, man.
That's what's killing
Like
our
I said,
race.
I can't relate to it, so I can't
what's
give a
killing
lot
our
of
race.
defense to it.
Right.
However,
You know why you can't relate? Because you're smart. You understand. You
But-
understand when to tone it down, right?
but being who I am, I'm gonna be very
You didn't answer the
honest.
question. You know when to tone it down, right?
I do when I see a man, and a lot of these people don't be men, so my mouth talks accordingly
But you know when to tone it down.
when I see a man, and I ain't
It's
seen
a
a lot
yes
of
or no
them.
question.
Let me ask you this
You
I
know
just
when to
did.
tone it down.
Let me ask
When
you
I
this-
see a
let me-
man.
Let me ask you this question, Joe. Let me ask you this question. So describe, what is a man to you? Just in your definition.
We I don't think we got enough time for that.
Just
We
real
almost
quick, just
out.
real quick.
But what I would
Real
say
fast.
is
Just
a
give me-
man is an alpha. So I consider myself to be an alpha.
No,
woman.
you can't
I
be.
do.
A
Can't
woman
be
can't be. an
So I consider myself to be an alpha.
You're a woman. You
because
can't be
I
an
have to
alpha.
be.
You can't be an alpha.
But when you run across a man and a man that is an alpha,
Okay.
true alpha,
Okay.
that's a man.
Okay. And what is that? Like, give it
hold
to
on,
me
brother.
simply.
Hold on, hold on. A
I don't
woman
have to
cannot
be
be an
an
alpha.
alpha.
A woman cannot be an alpha. A woman is a woman.
I'm an
Now you
alpha.
can pretend like you running something,
I'm an alpha.
but all you're gonna do is just dig a
I
deep.
run shit.
My brother, hey, my brothers, this is
Another time for this conversation.
We just had a
man.
great conversation
Right.
in regards to culture.
We'll come back to this, guys.
And the beauty about it is, right, and all three of us are different. Like,
Yeah.
we share the
Our
same
thoughts.
culture, but our
Right.
mind is
It's
different.
different. Correct.
She's American, of course, but her mind is different.
Right.
But that's the beauty about us as a people. Like,
Right.
you know, we look alike. When I say look alike, I'm talking about color. I ain't
Yeah.
talking about facial. Right? We
Right.
all different. But I'm saying we are different mentally. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right,
we
of
all
course,
have
of course.
different upbringings, right? Like my brother Milk Dud over there. He's Jamaican, so he's old school Jamaican. He's from the bush, back of the bush.
Right.
So he's the type of person you get sick, he ain't gonna give you no medicine from
Right.
behind the counter.
He's a
he gonna
maroon.
go boil some he's a what?
He's a maroon.
Well, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
he's
sir.
maroon,
Yeah,
man.
he gonna boil some leaves and all that, give you some tea. That's how the brother rock. Milk Dud, yes. So
Well, we
what-
thank y'all for tuning in.
Oh, we love y'all, man.
This
We-
was like a really good
Hey.
episode.
do me a favor, please. Please. You see this right here? This is what we sipping on. This Vion. I'm gonna tell you guys
It's
this
good,
right here.
too.
Oh, it's delicious. But I will say this: if you're going to drink, please drink responsibly, and do not drive drunk. Right? But if you're home, like tomorrow's the Super Bowl, go to your nearest liquor store and grab you a few of these. This is delicious. And if you're a cigar smoker, I will say this to you: light one up and drink up. Right? How does it
You
taste?
are a smoker.
And-
You're gonna light one up
Ooh.
and you're gonna take a
What
drink.
kind of smoke you talking about, V?
And so that concludes our episode.
Wait, hold on. I will say I want to give a shout out to my brother Fabio.
Fabio,
Lick
lick
shots.
shots.
Thank you, Lick.
Man, we love and appreciate you, brother. Vion
In the building.
in the building, man. You know what I'm saying? We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Please like, subscribe, comment. And
Let's have a
Vic,
conversation.
we have to go live. We're gonna go figure out when Vic finna go live. Y'all go in the comment and get at her. Yeah, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Have a great one.
Peace.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.